My dad was an Orangeman, and no better man ever walked upon the 12th. Fought in the war, my dad did, and voted Unionist like his dad before him. Every 11th night my ma would be up fussing about the house and getting things ready for the 12th, pressing his navy blue suit and trying to get the shine out of the arse of the trousers, and giving the lodge number a polish. It was always the same, always. I remember it since I was just a child. Then her and my dad would get out the Union Jack, and they were proud of that flag. They would wrap orange lilies and Sweet William around it and put it out of the window. And then my dad would go out into the street to have a wee look, just to make sure everything was all right. He was proud of it. It was the biggest flag in the whole street, and anyway, it showed up the next door neighbours, the McCrorys, because they had no flag at all. Tim's. But good neighbours and nice people. For as long as I can mind, on the 12th morning, my dad would get dressed up in his navy blue suit and go out of the house with his sash in a brown paper bag, and funny enough, he went into the McCrorys and they always had a wee drop of the good stuff handy. And they were the other sort. It's funny, but you never seen any of our sort with a drop of drink. But they always seen to it that my dad got a wee drop of whiskey to start him off on his big day. And then Mrs. McCrory would take his sash out of the bag and put it round his neck and see it was all right for him. And she always done that as long as I can mind. Good neighbours. But that was a special gesture. Every year during the football season, he never missed a Rangers game. He was broad-minded, mind you, because he always clapped the other team, but he was a Rangers fan at heart. Never cursed. Well, just once. It was the day that Rangers lost the cup, and I mind what he said, and I'm sure that wee centre forward's ears were red for missing that penalty. He was a churchgoer too, you know. Never missed a Sunday. Took up the collection and handed out the hymn books. He was a good man, there's no doubt about it. Sometimes when they could afford it, they would have a night out, have a meal and go to a club. One night they ended up in the Knights of St. Columbus, and my dad nearly choked when they played the Soldiers song. But he told me afterwards he just stood there to attention and pretended they were playing the Queen. Now there's loyalty for you. On the 12th morning, my ma would see my dad out of the house, and off he would go, walking down the street, proud as a peacock. We would all get ready, and the whole family, and would go down to see him walking by with his lodge. And everybody seemed to know him, because he kept waving and nodding his head. It was his big day, the 12th. I said it was his big day, for on that walk, on that bright sunny day in July, it was the last he was ever to see. For that day in the field, my dad too bad, and friends from the lodge, they did all they could and tried to save him, but it was no use. But I suppose he went the way he always wanted to go, wearing the sash on the 12th. I still have his sash, you know.
So, as I said, I went along to Brighton this morning, met up with a couple of lads, and we left Tully Street with the Apprentice Boys of Derry on their 50-year celebration parade, going right up the Gallagate, right through this thing that some people like to call the Green Mile. I don't know about you, but I don't appreciate something being called the Green Mile on the Queens Highway. So anyways, we went a walk, and a couple of us got a text message as we were passing the piggery saying that there was some, what do we call them, opposition waiting on us at the Barrowlands. So as we came down to Thorngate, the couple of coppers that were maybe 50, 60 metres in front of us, they were stopped by they just looked like normal guys. And here's a cracker for you, an absolute belter. The guy hit it and he says, "We don't want these orange bastards walking up this street." To which a quick-witted guy says, "Shows you how much you know, you dirty and mosh bastard. It's the Apprentice Boys of Derry." Sit there trying to call us orange. Oh, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So then we knew obviously it was going to kick off. So I would say maybe 50 metres past that point, one of the Terriers had come down and nudged an old guy, to which one of the younger fitter lads turned round and gave him a swift headbutt to the chin, and he went falling like a ton of bricks. That was strike one. Then we continued all the way up. There wasn't really much going on, where the Denison Rangers flute band, who were actually brilliant today, they started banging buggery at that drum and started giving us a sash. Went right up past that big Terrier pub at the top, cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, and there they were. I'm pretty sure the Green Brigade said it was them. If it was them, pretty poor show, because they came out and they came out that pub, hurled abuse, and they were quickly put down. And I dare say if the police weren't there, they would have been a bloodbath. So anyways, I'll move on to my story of the day. I'm sitting there and I'm hurling abuse, pointing at this big fat rowdy bastard, saying to me, "You're dirty, this and that," right? The police guy's obviously in between us, separating everybody. And the next thing, this almighty hand came right over the police guy's shoulder. And it just so happened to find me, unlucky me, it just happened to find my throat. So, there's walking sticks going by my head and everything, so I'm just like, I gave the guy a left, right, good night. I'm sitting there trying not to greet. I got the guy in the teeth. And so I see my knuckles up. Headed up to go in and after it with a nice, try to get a nice cold can of Coke on my knuckles. An absolute cracking day. But a fair play to the police, to be honest. Then as we get further up, back towards the piggery, bumped into your local average Celtic fans. I'm pretty sure one of them got moved on, waving his flag about like a prick. Went back down to Brigton, and the job was a good one. So that's pretty much the main story. But the Protestant boys still ruled the day anyways.
Protestant boys are loyal and true, stout-hearted in battle and stout-handed too. The Protestant boys are true as of yore, and faithful and peaceful when danger is o'er. And though they bear and proudly wear the colours that floated o'er many a fray, where cannons were flashing and sabres were clashing, the Protestant boys still carry the day. When treason was rampant and traitors were strong, the law was defied by a vile rabble throng. When thousands were banded, the throne to cast out, the Protestants rallied and stood by the crown. And often fight by day and night, they counted the rebels in manies of fray. When red pipes were bristling and bullets were whistling, the Protestant boys still carried the day. When James half a bigot and more of a knave, with masses and Frenchmen the land would enslave, the Protestant boys for liberty drew, and showed with the orange their banner of blue. And very well their might can tell, who first in the ranks did the orange display. And the Boyne had no shires and not from no flyers, the Protestant boys still carried the day. And still does the fame of their glory remain, unclouded by age and undimmed by a stain. Forever and ever their cause we'll uphold, the cause of the true and the trusted and bold. And scorn to yield or quit the faith, where over our head the old colours shall play, and traitors shall tremble whene'er we assemble, for Protestant boys still carry the day. The Protestant boys are loyal and true, though factions are changed and the loyal are few. The Protestant boys are true to the last, no cowards belie them when danger has passed. For still we stand, a loyal band, and right not the liars whatever they say. Just let the drums rattle and summons for battle, the Protestant boys can carry the day.
Saturday night, time for a drink.
look and stand beside that mural and have your photo took and put it on your mantelpiece or hang it in your hall so that all the world can see King Billy's on the wall. King Billy's on the wall. King Billy's on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the halls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Billy's on the wall. King Billy's on the wall. King Billy's on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the halls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Billy's on the wall. For they are the boys we adore.